Let's talk about it. When we meet Elphaba for the first time at Shiz, she is incredibly guarded. She's already expecting all of the students at Shiz to make fun of her. She has canned responses to all of the insults that she knows they are inevitably going to throw at her. Elphaba's guarded and somewhat insecure nature is portrayed in Elphaba's first outfit when we meet her at Shiz. Elphaba is covered head to toe in black. Really the only elements of her green skin, which she's insecure about, that is exposed are her hands and her face. She's really just completely covered in this outfit. She's also wearing a side braid here, which reminds me of someone else who also had to hide their powers and was voiced by Indina Menzel originally. The Elsa vibes are very strong with Elphaba early in the film, with her side braid, the fact that she had to hide her powers, and eventually Elphaba has defying gravity and Elsa has letting go, finally freeing themselves of expectations. Elphaba's style was also very structured early on, which I think makes sense because Elphaba, because of her powers and having to hide, is kind of a very rigid character. She can't really be carefree and outgoing because she's always on the defensive. This makes sense with her structured shoulder pads, which Bowen Yang's character actually makes fun of when they're getting ready for the Ozdust ballroom. In What Is This Feeling, we have another moment from Elphaba in which she is wearing her hair in a tied-back braid to portray her guarded nature. However, in this outfit, she is wearing a blue button-up with a striped Shiz uniform dress over top. Now, this is actually one of the first moments in which I realized that Elphaba and Glinda are influencing each other's style, because while this look from Elphaba occurs in What Is This Feeling, still relatively early in the film, Glinda wears a very similar ensemble when Elphaba is being invited to go to the Emerald City. She is also wearing a striped dress over her signature pink-colored button-up. But while Elphaba influences Glinda's style, Glinda definitely influences Elphaba's style as well. As you can see, Glinda often wears her hair in her signature half-up, half-down hairstyle. As the film goes on, Elphaba transitions from her typical tied-back braid style to wearing her hair half-up, half-down, similar to Glinda. This is when Elphaba is singing I'm Not That Girl. Not only is Elphaba wearing her hair half-up, half-down, but you also notice that she is wearing a shorter skirt, which is more similar to Glinda as opposed to the long skirt that Elphaba initially came into Shiz wearing. This to me represents not only that Elphaba and Glinda are starting to bond and become friends and therefore influence each other's style, but also the fact that during this moment Elphaba is singing I'm Not That Girl. So she is kind of trying to emulate Glinda to appeal to Fiyero and potentially win the affection of Fiyero, although by just being herself, Fiyero kind of naturally likes her, so it's not even relevant. When Elphaba gets invited to the Emerald City, this is when I feel like Elphaba and Glinda's relationship is really at its closest. You can tell that Glinda is extremely excited for Elphaba, and you can tell by Elphaba's outfit that it's kind of inspired by Glinda. She's wearing her hair half up, half down, she's wearing a white button-up for the first time, and she's also wearing a shorter skirt. I feel like Elphaba's style evolved so much in Wicked Part 1. I'm very curious to see how it will evolve in Wicked Part 2.